Quitting smoking is tough. But it can be done, and many people get creative to kick the habit. In this video, we shall do through the 5 creative ways to quit smoking that could be helpful to a struggling smoker. No question, quitting smoking can save your life. But it brings temporary physical withdrawal symptoms, such as irritability and headache, followed by the long haul of sticking with it. The physical withdrawal, for most people, lasts from a few days to maybe a week. After that, it's the psychological withdrawal that people have the most difficulty with, says Heath Dingwell, PhD, author of 12 Things to Do to Quit Smoking. In essence, if you make it past the first week, you then face the psychological symptoms, the mere habit of lighting up, which, for some people, can last quite a long time. In Dingwell's opinion, it comes down to breaking that habit and finding better ways to manage stress. Smoking brings on a number of health risks, but quitting the habit can prove exceedingly difficult. Therefore, a great deal of research has looked into helping people stop the unhealthy behavior. Over time, researchers have found a number of techniques linked with better success in quitting smoking. However, quitting still remains an individual process. Not all techniques work for everyone, and many people may come up with their own methods that work better for them. Quitting smoking means ignoring both the cravings for nicotine and the pull of a habit that may have been in place for years. To combat these forces, smokers should not only try the techniques researchers have developed, but also attempt those that smokers themselves have devised, including tips they say have helped them. As long as these suggestions aren't harmful, there's no reason not to try them. Let's go through the tips. Tip number 1. Nicotine replacement therapy can be used as a nicotine patch or nicotine gum, and the form a smoker opts to use is often an individual choice. Some people may not like the taste of the gum, but find the patch convenient. Others don't like the continuous delivery of the patch and instead prefer chewing the gum whenever they have the urge to reach for a cigarette. Some people may even combine the two, using the patch but also chewing gum when they have an intense urge. Not everyone needs to use nicotine replacement therapy, but many find it helpful. However, the therapy alone isn't usually going to help someone quit smoking, because smoking is something that becomes interwoven with all the activities you do throughout the day. Whether it's watching TV, driving, or having a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, a smoker's daily activities often involve cigarettes. Tip number 2. Set a quit date. Experts recommend setting a quit date, rather than simply trying to stop out of the blue, because it gives you time to set up a plan, talk to supporters about that plan, get nicotine replacement products and prepare other suggestions on this list. That's much more effective than trying to pull it all together on a whim. It's like taking a test, you've got to study. Tip number 3. Write down when you smoke. In cognitive therapy, people commonly write down the activities that trigger a habit. Individuals with a variety of habits they want to break, or feelings they hope to lessen, often use this technique. Noting the times when you smoke helps you figure out what activities you associate with smoking, and can help you alter these habits so they don't prompt you to smoke after you have quit. When you figure out which situations are your strongest triggers, you can start developing strategies for those situations. For example, if you smoke when drinking coffee, you could switch to tea. However, smokers should not stop consuming caffeine entirely, because they may get headaches and mistake these symptoms for nicotine withdrawal. Tip number 4. Exercising. Cravings are time-limited, usually lasting 5 to 10 minutes, so reducing a craving is often a matter of finding something else to do for that short time. If you sit in a chair and wait for the craving to go away, that's going to make it much harder. Instead, take a short walk. In addition to providing a distraction, exercise may help reduce the craving because exercise helps reduce stress. It's also useful for minor anxiety or depression, both of which can influence people to smoke. Tip number 5. E-cigarettes. While successfully quitting smoking involves choosing steps that fit an individual, there are several reasons to avoid e-cigarettes, even if there are some people who have said they were able to use the devices to quit. No clinical trials have shown the effectiveness of e-cigarettes, so it's unclear if they really help people quit. Also, the FDA doesn't regulate these products, so a user won't know the level of nicotine and other toxins they are taking in. This means they could be adding to a problem they are trying to alleviate. Right now, I think that since we have FDA-approved nicotine replacement treatments, that's what we have to be recommending, and not supporting e-cigarettes or any other drug delivery. For more on FDA-approved treatments, check the description below, and for more videos like these, comment below.